Okay, now that I've imported my PDF as an image and I've scaled it correctly, I want to use our raster pull down to create line work from this image. So under raster, the first command I want to run is set raster image. And this, I want to pick right on the boundary of the line to pick up the image. And you can see down here, image file is picked up the PDF that we've converted to a TIFF and now are using it for estimating. So under raster, I'm now going to trace polyline. Let's jump right in and try to get line work from this image. If I go to trace polyline, I'm going to put it on a layer called proposed contours. We're going to start with these design contours here, and I'm going to say OK. And you can see down here at the command line, it's prompting me for what elevation. So let's zoom in and we'll start with this one that's labeled at 1660. Okay, so I want to go over to the beginning of this line and click on the black part of that contour line. And our program reads that line and draws it until it finds a gap. And now I can just pick across that 1660 and we'll continue following that line. It's gotten kind of squirrely. It tried to follow some of that text in there. So if that happens, we have different options here. There's U for undo. So I can hit U for undo. And what I can do instead is do M for manual point and pick across here. And now I can do enter to end and go back to just picking this segment. Okay, now it continues to follow it. It's gone a little too far, so I'm going to do undo again and click to follow it to that point. And now I can go back to the manual and pick some points going through here. So it doesn't pick up any of these hatch lines. Once I'm in the clear again, I can do enter to end being in the manual pick mode. And I'm back to picking a segment. Okay, that goes all the way to the end. This line is done. You can see if it was a closed polyline, I have the option to close here. Since this is the end of this contour line, I can hit enter, and you can see by default it's gone to the next elevation, 1661. So I can accept that elevation, and I can pick on the next contour line and continue on tracing in this line work, both by using the trace segment or switching over to M for manual and picking manual points. Some other options we have, if I get out of this command, if I go back to raster trace polyline, we have options here. Pixels to skip, that helps it try to trace through this line work. If there's gaps in the line work, it can skip up to 3 different pixels to try to continue that line. You can see what layer I'm putting things on here, and then here we have the option the elevation mode we were in before was contour. That allows me to add different elevations. If I say 0, that allows me to do 2D polyline. So let's do 0 and pad, and I could pick on this pad line work. And now I'm not getting prompted for any elevations. It's allowing me just to create the line work that I need for this building pad. Okay, I'm back at the beginning here, so I can say C for close, and now I have a closed line work going around for my building pad. as well as some contours. And you can see the layers have been created in the software as CAD polylines.